And now, a story by old Saint Nick. Oh.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Santa got drunk, passed out and missed Christmas. Mrs. Claus broke every single one of the dishes, packed up her things and started heading south. It didn't take long for the elves to start talking about how they would have missed all the fights and the squawking, and the grumpy old Santa figured he could do better without. Then New Year's came and he hadn't heard a word, so he had a few drinks just to settle down his nerves and jumped in his sleigh with his reindeer and headed out. It was foggy that night and he couldn't see a thing, so he flew a little higher as he started to sing like a tabernacle choir till he started to shout. But he should have paid attention, cause the next thing that you know, he'd gone the wrong direction, headed into all the snow. And that's when he heard the sound of a thud and the roar of an engine that came from above. Rudolph got clipped by a 747. Now he's lighting up in a reindeer heaven like Aurora Borealis at an Eskimo wedding. Oh, Rudolph got clipped by a 747. Now he's lighting up in a reindeer heaven where they dance all night without the sun ever setting. So when the stars all take their flight, look for the red one shining bright. Santa woke up under Cupid and Blitzen. Dancer broke a leg and had an antler missing. The rest of the reindeer, they were foaming at the mouth. Well, it didn't take long for them all to start walking back towards the North Pole to pack all their belongings and join the old missus at her condo in the South. But as weeks went by, Santa hadn't heard a word, so he had a few drinks just to settle down his nerves and jumped in his caddy and headed into town. But he should have paid attention, cause the next thing that you know, he hit a patch of ice and slid right off the road. And that's when he saw the beacon up ahead of the long-lost hero that he'd left for dead.
But it couldn't be!
Cause Rudolph got clipped by a 747. Now he's lighting up in a reindeer heaven like Aurora Borealis at an Eskimo wedding. So when the stars come out at night, look for the red one shining bright. Santa woke up on a beach chair in Boca. Mrs. Claus' cooking was a welcome aroma, but how he got there, well, he hadn't quite figured out. Well, it didn't take long for them both to start talking about how they could fix all the fights and the squawking, and the grumpy old missus, well, she really wanted to work it out. Then the doorbell rang and in came the herd, who shed a few pounds by shaving down their fur, playing lots of bocce and laying off the stout. It was sunny that day as they headed for the beach to play in the waves and catch some vitamin D. But as he waded in the water, Santa missed that red-nosed snout. But he should have paid attention, cause the next thing that you know, he swam without a buddy and caught the undertow. But that's when he felt the rack of a buck with a lifeguard whistle and a streak of luck.
But how could it be?
Well, it turns out Rudolph just missed that 747, never made it up to reindeer heaven. Santa's little helper's doing fine. Rudolph just missed that 747, had to take some time for decompression. Now Santa's little helper's doing fine.